Hello, I am Lantis. This is the Paladin with my namesake, and according to this meter I'm looking at, I've only got enough disk space remaining to record 230 hours in 1 minute, so we better make this Ulduar done quick. So this is a speed run-ish of Ulduar 25 man. Not set to heroic, because that didn't really exist until Trial of the Crusader, which would be the next raid up. I'm speaking a brand that starts levy without the towers. If I talked to that guy, Brand would have yelled at me, and towers would have started. Or it would have started with towers up, I mean.
Let's move out. Get into your machines. I'll speak to you from here via the radio.
Oh, I gotcha! Keep your pants on. Alright, so... Oh, Lord. Okay, speaking of done quick, this part is very slow. Like, really slow. This is just about as fast as it can go. I could actually click on this thing to hop into the other seat and then give myself a boost with Pyrite. Then I gotta pick up Pyrite when I get to the other side of this thing. But then you have to hop back right quick. And see that guy beating on me? As soon as that happens, don't use the jump seats trick, because the health of this thing depends on whoever's in the main seat. So if you're no longer in the main seat, even the dwarves could kill this thing. And there's a bunch of them. The dwarves stop coming out of the tower if you destroy the towers, but I cannot be asked to do that. Really? When I normally run Ulduar, I just AFK this part. This is the first time I've been tabbed in for it for a long time. The things I do for the sake of a video. And so we got all this stuff chasing us now. I like the nice little V that the dwarves are running in. Do you think it makes it easier for them to run, like whenever geese fly in formation? Dwarves and geese have a lot of anatomy alike. What can I say? Right about here is where I'd be tabbing in to find myself running into a pillar or something. Go around it, go the rest of the way to Flame Levy. Alright, I guess I can start killing the stuff now. Evade, wonderful. I wonder if the thing that evaded's still after me, though. Like, as long as they fuck off, I don't care if they're evading, but if they keep running for me... Well, that doesn't really matter either. Honestly, I don't think I have to kill anything out there. It would just be sort of obnoxious if Levy dies, and now I have to run around and kill everything with whatever AoE Ret Pallies have. Which is actually a lot these days. I enjoy it. And the last guy. As everyone knows that's ever been yelled at for doing so, after you pull these two Colossi, when they die, Flame Levy comes out, regardless of how much trash is up. So usually, in the past, you would clear everything, and then you would kill them, once you were absolutely ready for Flame Levy.
What's that? Be careful, something's headed your way. Quickly, evasive action! Evasive action!
And this is what you save your Pyrite for, to shoot and miss at Flame Levy. Remember, you don't want to hit him with the first one, because you want to get his guard down. A lot of people don't realize this, but bosses really do react to the player's level of competency. If they believe that you're intelligent and know what you're doing, oh, they'll really let you have it. So that was 100% intentional. 100%. You know, I like Ulduar. It was the last raid I did just pugging. Like, all through BC and up till this in Wrath, I pugged every raid I did. It wasn't till Trial of the Crusader that I actually joined a proper raiding guild. By proper, I just mean, you know, actually had a scheduled raid you had to show up to every week. Before that, I had raided with the guild I was in, which was a raiding guild, but I didn't really consider myself a proper raider because, you know, I wasn't glued to joining them every week. Okay, what you want to do with this guy is hopefully kill him before his heart comes out. And if you can't, you can actually kill him by killing the heart. Almost killing the heart. Like, whatever damage you do to the heart is also done to the main body. So if he has less than 20% health, you can just blow up the heart and it's over. But if you can't see what percentage his main body's at whenever he transitions to the heart phase, then you might end up just destroying the heart, pushing hard mode, and having a much longer encounter. Okay, that's 6.0 right now, and with the boss nerf, it really wouldn't be that much longer. Speaking of longer, you'll notice this trash over here and here I didn't bother pulling. You don't have to pull it. He doesn't pull that stuff. The only reason your guild ever pulled that trash back in the day is because they didn't trust the idiots in their guild, which might have been you, who knows, not to pull that stuff. Oh, and the bots that come out of there don't pull the trash. You running over there and attacking the bots that come out of the trash pile before they're far enough away, that pulls that trash. But of course, you're smart enough to sit through my videos, so of course you're not the one that they were worried about, right? Ah, jeez. I love XT. I forgot to mention that when we were on him. I think I broke it! No, 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 no. Just the best lines ever. Alright, Kolagarn. I'm ready to play! And you notice I'm not destroying the right arm. That's because that is pointless these days. For that reason. You know, I actually originally thought about doing this in 2 parts, and I thought right after Kolagarn would be a good place to break it. But it's been like 5 minutes. 3 of those were me just babbling on after XT. So yeah, this doesn't deserve 2 parts. Maybe for ICC. Really, it's not for your convenience that it'd be in multiple parts. It'd be for my convenience. It takes forever to get these things uploaded. If you run around, the snow piles and worms don't come out. Kill this guy. Everything takes reduced AoE damage until he dies. Or just do whatever. Oh, freedom doesn't dispel that. Good to know. Buff pallies. Oh dear! Ow, I don't have my cooldowns back up. I would have waited if I'd realized that. He doesn't have a fun voice to imitate. I'm gonna go back to XT. I'm tired. I think I'll rest for just a moment. And done. By the by, if you're on the legendary quest for this place, this chest right here and that chest over there can both drop a fragment. They won't for me because I've finished it a while back. Actually, just to show off, Valinir, Shadowmourne, Sulfuros, Thunder Fury. Blissed Blade of the Windseeker. Ah, the crazy cat lady. Dare I? Of course. Until she dies, the portal to Mimiron doesn't open, which is something I didn't realize till recently. Whenever I just somehow missed seeing her on a run. You know, I hadn't mentioned yet, I'm doing this run for Mimiron's head, which I'm sure a lot of you have thought about doing from time to time. But you're like, nah, I can't go for Mimiron's head. This boss up here, what's his name? Thorum. He's impossible to solo. Well, two things. One, even whenever he's impossible to solo, you could still solo him if you did this really tricky maneuver that involved resetting everything behind the gate and then pulling the worm through the gate and then not killing the worm until you were behind the guy over there, which could actually be dead and you could run on past his gate. Anyway, it was really complicated. Nowadays, the thing that prevented you from soloing this is gone. He won't shoot down the hallway anymore. So you can just do the fight normally, run around and kill him.
I remember you.
In the mountains.
But you, what is this?
Thorin, my lord, why else would these invaders have come into your sight?
The mountains of Hyjal. About this time you might be thinking, why don't you have Long Arm of the Law if this is a speed run? And I'd remind you that nobody likes a backseat driver. Kill that guy and that guy. These guys will run all the way back around if you don't kill them. Just making you being able to loot his chest take that much longer.
Impertinent whelps! You dare challenge me atop my pedestal? I will crush you myself.
Impossible.
It's more,
Lord Thorin, I will
it's more a
bring
balcony
those
than a
of
pedestal.
death.
Then you have to wait to open the chest. At least this isn't Dragon Soul RP. Right, but Mimiron's chest. I was mentioning that earlier. All you gotta do is 25-0 lights. Yogg, you don't have to worry about any other hard modes. If you activate them, if you don't, doesn't matter. Again, hard mode Ulduar and normal Ulduar were just the same thing. Technically, you were doing heroic Ulduar if you were doing 25-man, in fact. For it and Nax, it was that way. Normal mode was 10-man. You set the difficulty to heroic, and that converted raids to 25-man. It was actually still that way in Trial of the Crusader, just they made two separate raids, Trial of the Crusader and Trial of the Grand Crusader, which was the hard modes. Instead of activated hard modes like they had in Ulduar, then in ICC they turned it into the heroic system you'd be familiar with for Cataclysm and Mop. And let's see if I cannot mess this up. And damn it, I actually hit a bottleneck. My cooldowns aren't up. And you need them for her. Yeah, so now we play the waiting game. As the flowers very slowly walk by. What are we looking at here? 8 seconds? 7, 6. I can do this now. There's no dot snapshotting anymore, so that will automatically become stronger when my cooldowns come up. Oh, right, she doesn't run over to you. Cool. Dissipate your feet off my chest. Damn it! Didn't mean to loot the Alchemist cache. Okay, whatever. And we're out. And at this point, we're already down to just 3 more bosses remaining. If you're wondering about all the other bosses, Razor Scale, the Furnace Guy, all those others, they don't matter. You don't have to do them. Oh, Iron Council and Algalon, I guess, for the other 2. Spark of Imagination. This boss is kind of annoying. He takes about as long as all the other keepers combined, soloing time-wise. At least you don't have to do the train in the trash anymore.
You're going to help me test out my latest and greatest creation.
Okay.
Now, before you change your minds, remember that you kind of owe it to me after the mess you made with the XT002.
Oh, by the way, fun fact, this boss can still kill you in his 2nd phase and then 4th. Whenever he puts a big red circle around you, that thing's still fatal if you just yawn and stand in it. And now we wait.
Wonderful! Positively marvelous results! Hull integrity at 98.9%!
Expect to do a lot of waiting. In this fight. Yep. Moving right along.
Behold, the VX-001 anti-personnel assault cannon! You might want to take cover.
This is the one that can kill you if he does the attack. Odds are he'll die before he has a chance to use it, but, you know. If you're level 90 or something, that might be a good thing to know. I'm saving Execution for the head, which can't be hit by a lot of things.
Thank you, friends. Your efforts have yielded some fantastic data. Now, where did I put... Oh, no, there it is.
And that's the mount I'm after. Really, it's right there. Can I just take it from him after the fight's over? No. But he's not the one that drops it. Somehow it gets from here to Yogg's room. I guess while I'm fighting Vizix. Oh, for some reason after the last patch, AoE hits it now. So like Divine Storm will hit it, or anything else you do that just does AoE around you. That should be it.
Preliminary testing phase complete. Now comes the true test.
And we're waiting. More RP. They're all like, hey, everyone liked Mimiron's fight. What do you think they liked about it? How cool it was? How creative it was? The upcoming Voltron reference? No, I bet what everyone liked about it was the RP. And then they made Dragon Soul.
I present you with C07TRON.
Get it? Voltron. Yeah. Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to hit it that hard. Okay, time to speed this up then. There's the red circle I was talking about. His head's probably about to come back, and he's dead. Oh, missed one. The melee I used to raid with would be ashamed. They could hit every one of those things, no sweat, every time. Oh, Frogger! Yeah, that's Frogger 2.0. 1.0 was in Naxxramas. people could never do it. Let's see. Right here. Usually I'd go to back to Conservatory of Life first to vendor things off. But since I'm trying to make it quick. Also, I always have to remember not to glider down these stairs because I'll be using the glider coming up. Pretty sure I can just run past these guys without fighting them, but eh. Oh, now what's fun is if I can time it right, the faceless ones right after this trash, you can kill them before the big void guy comes out and waste 5 seconds of your time. Only doable if I remember to save holy power. Ah, damn it. And nope. Failure. Hey, now I have holy power. Glad I'm not fighting the other two. Wish I'd saved a speed boost. This should still be fine. Yeah, got it. And this is why engineering is the master profession. Yet another boss you don't have to pull all the trash for. But yes, you actually did back in the day. Because that stuff is easily within aggro distance. And we're finally on to the main event. Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Zero. No lights. If you take 1 foot inside that door, the encounter begins. There's so many people I want to yell at for that. Another thing you shouldn't do in this fight, when people aren't ready, is start running through these clouds.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows. Yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
So I wonder how many people came in here and was fooled by her. Like, people who are concerned with the lore didn't look anything up ahead of time, and was genuinely like, oh, there's this helpful lady in the prison. She must want to help us. And then she turns into, spoilers, Yogg-Saron, and they're like, what? Man, how many high school teachers gave this speech to me when I walked into their room? Bow down before the god of death! Alright, Mr. Johnson, whatever you say. Most frustrating boss ever.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Most of the debuffs you get in the fight come from the tentacles, so if you run around and clear them off, then you don't get paralyzed, you don't get all kinds of things. And one more of those constrictors will come out right as the portals do. That's deliberate.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
These nuts will consume you, Yogg. Threaten me. You're right. And then for this phase, don't stand in the everywhere skulls.
I am not afraid of you! I will break you as I broke him.
And of course you only have until Induced Madness runs out to deeps the brain down. You only got to do about 2/3 of its life. I usually do way more, but whatevs.
Look upon the true face of death, and know that your end comes soon.
And now blow him up. You can ignore all the tentacles that have grown back, because he won't live long enough for them to matter. Unless you're 90. And... no mount. Well, that was Ulduar 25 Yogg 0 Light Stun Quick. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.